The night had fallen on the front line, like it always did. The sounds of war seemed miles away, replaced by an oppressive silence. The men, weary from endless fighting, tried to sleep, but something was different tonight. Something was in the air, heavy and thick, and they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. One soldier, tasked with watching over the perimeter, saw something he couldn't explain. Figures in the distance, too many figures. They moved like men, but they weren't real. They flickered in and out as though caught between worlds. He blinked, and they were gone, as if they had never been there at all. He tried to shake it off, but the whispers started. Soft at first, his name, faint murmurs that seemed to come from all directions. At first, he thought it was just the wind, but then they called to him. Not in the way the wind calls, but like voices from the past, familiar and chilling. It wasn't just the whispers, like it was the feeling of being watched. Strange shadows that moved in the corners of their eyes. Every soldier felt it. Something was out there, but it wasn't human. The footsteps, the scraping of metal, none of it made sense, and yet no one dared to speak of it aloud. Then one soldier ran. He didn't say a word, just turned and bolted into the night as if he was chasing something unseen. His comrades shouted, but he didn't stop. When they reached the spot where he had vanished, there was no trace of him, no footprints, no sign of struggle. It was as if the ground had swallowed him whole, but the whispers, they didn't stop. As the night wore on, the shadows grew bolder. The soldiers saw them now, closing in on the trench. Dark figures that didn't belong, moving without sound, stepping out of the fog like living nightmares. They were soldiers, but their eyes were empty, their faces wrong. By morning, the field was empty, empty of soldiers. Their comrades had disappeared into the night, just like the others. No trace, no explanation. The whispers were gone, but the fear remained, haunting those who dared return to that cursed land. Some say the soldiers are still out there, wandering the battlefield, trapped in the fog between worlds. And for those who venture too close, the whispers are waiting.